Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Redline Top 5. And in this video, Volvo has sent me over the company's flagship SUV. This is the most awarded SUV last year in 2016. And this year, Volvo has finally sent me over a 2017 XC90 T6 Inscription. I've been waiting to get my hands on this car for quite some time. So in this video, I'm going to talk about my top 5 likes and top 5 dislikes. So let's get started. So to start it off, I'm going to talk about the top 5 things that I like about the 2017 Volvo XC90. And number 5 is going to go to the styling of this vehicle. It is just one impeccably, beautifully designed vehicle that I think will age extremely well, especially considering the fact that I just had the 2017 Acura MDX with the new grille at the front. This vehicle just looks much more classy, much more elegant, and it'll look brand new at 10 years down the road still. Number 4 is going to go to Volvo's Pilot Assist 2 technology. Now, this is the company's latest in driver assistance tech. In addition to adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, automatic emergency braking, this system basically works to make driving on the interstate even easier for you. As opposed to some lane keep assist systems that I've tried, Pilot Assist basically watches the lines very closely and keeps you centered in the lane, as opposed to kind of the ping-ponging effect that you get in some competitor vehicles. Number 3 is going to go to the seats in this car. Now, any journalist or consumer will pretty much tell you that Volvo makes the best seats in the industry, and the XC90 is certainly no exception. Pretty much every seat in this car is comfortable, especially the front seats, which are like literally 14-way adjustable. They have adjustable lumbar, adjustable thigh extenders, and the side bolster extenders. And my tester, having a luxury package, also includes 5-way massaging seats. Now, these seats are probably one of the best massaging seats I've experienced in the industry so far, and the seats are basically one of the reasons why you may end up choosing this vehicle. Number 2 is going to go to the interior and its modern and very game-changing like environment. Now, this Inscription model is one step below the top of the line, and I have to say, when I first laid my eyes on this cabin, from all the beautiful wood to the stitched leather to the aluminum to the just overall cohesiveness of the design, it just looks and feels expensive. It feels like you're driving a $100,000 car as opposed to the $70,000 sticker of my tester, and it just feels a class above vehicles in the Japanese segment, like the MDX, like the Lexus RX, like the Infiniti QX60, and combine it with Volvo's Senses Connect. Their 9-inch infotainment system basically works just like a tablet, and you have an interior that will make a huge first impression when you first lay your eyes on this vehicle. And finally, last but not least, my number 1 favorite feature about the XC90 is the fact that it's not German and it's not Japanese. Now, don't get me wrong, I love a lot of vehicles from the German or Japanese segment. However, when you live in an area that is full of vehicles like that, you just want something different, and the XC90 certainly delivers. Now, I wouldn't expect this vehicle to be scarce for much longer. This is basically Volvo's top-selling vehicle. In fact, when it first came out, they were easily selling above sticker price, but it's just something different, from the styling to the way it drives to the interior furnishings. You really just feel like you picked up a vehicle that's special, that'll age well, and that'll stand out in a crowd full of German and Japanese and American competitors. Now, switching gears here, let's talk about the top 5 things that I dislike about the XC90. And I'll have to be honest here, I struggled a little bit with finding a list of things that I didn't like about the car that was basically not me nitpicking in all these different ways. But number 5, let's talk about the ride quality. Now, my tester has the 21-inch wheels. It also has the adjustable air suspension. Now, I have ridden and driven vehicles like the Lexus RX that do ride smoother. This vehicle can ride a little bit firm at times. I would recommend that you try the car out with the 19 and 20-inch wheels as opposed to the 21-inch wheels and see if the ride quality gets a little bit softer. Number 4 is going to go to the Senses Connect infotainment system. Now, it works just like a tablet. The graphics are beautiful. It works relatively quickly. However, there are times, just like a tablet, where it is a little bit slow to start up. When you combine all the menus and stuff that's built into it, it can be a little bit frustrating to get the radio started, to get the heated seat started, to get the heated steering wheel started, and the massage seat started when you first turn the vehicle on after it's been sitting overnight. Number 3 is going to go to what's underneath the hood. Now, this T6 model has Volvo's turbo and supercharged 2-liter direct injection 4-cylinder. That's right, it's a 4-cylinder engine in a nearly 5,000-pound truck. Not to worry though, it's a modern engine. However, it doesn't make the most pleasant noises at times. I actually think it sounds good. We'll go into the test drive later on in my full review, but for some of you, you may prefer the sound of a 6 or 8 cylinder. This engine note constantly reminds you that you're driving a vehicle with only 4 cylinders under the hood. Number 2 is a feature that actually surprised me when I first noticed this car, when I first got into it. My tester is basically fully loaded and it doesn't have a power tilt telescoping steering wheel. Now that seems like a silly thing to complain about. However, the MDX and the RX come standard with that feature basically. And I sat into a Volvo XC90 T8, like a top of the line model. It still had a manually adjustable tilt telescoping steering wheel. It seems like Volvo basically forgot to add that feature. And finally, my number 1 thing that I dislike the most about the XC90 is the price of this vehicle. Now, of course, this rides on an all-new platform. It's an all-new design. So as you can imagine, it's more expensive. It's roughly about $5,000 more expensive versus the old XC90. Now, is it worth it? I would happily say it is, but just know that you may be in for a little bit of sticker shock. This car is going to cost you about $10,000 to $15,000 more than a comparable Japanese competitor. But I hope you guys have enjoyed my top 5 overview of the 2017 Volvo XC90. Just know that I will be doing a full Redline review, so stay tuned for that in the next couple of days. Until then, if you guys are looking to see the latest cars I'm testing, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Redline_reviews, like us on Facebook, and if you haven't done so, please subscribe to the Redline Reviews YouTube channel for all the latest reviews. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you all in the next video.